Hi everybody, Daryl Lucas here. I just finished watching Joe Biden's interview with George Stephanopoulos in the wake of what no one seriously disputes is a disastrous performance again at his debate last week with Donald Trump. Now, those of you who know me for a long period of time know I make no secret that I'm a very partisan Democrat. But at the same time, I cannot lie. And that was, and I've been watching how Biden has handled this last few days. And when I read in the New York Times that he took over a week to call House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to reach out to them and reassure them that things were going well, I felt like screaming, "Mr. President, what are you doing?" We're talking about a guy who has been in elected office for all but 4 years since 1970. Surely he would know that in a situation like this, you reach out to your field commanders on Capitol Hill to reassure them that things are going well, especially with so many of the senators and congressmen getting nervous. And now when Stephanopoulos asked him, by my count, at least 2 times whether Biden would commit to taking a cognitive test, Biden refused, saying he takes a cognitive test every day. I'm sorry, Mr. President, that's not good enough. That's not enough to reassure people that you're not only up to defeating what is clearly an existential threat to our democracy, but also serving out for another 4+ years. And yes, I'm counting the remainder of this term. I say this as someone who knows what it takes to deal with relatives who are in decline, without going into any details at present. But I can't deny what I saw. And what I saw is a man who simply doesn't understand that he has a very limited time to make the case that he can be the person who could go a long way to permanently removing Trump from our politics, and a limited time to make it. But am I at the point of saying he has to go? Not yet. Based on his performances on the stump in Wisconsin and by all accounts Pennsylvania, he needs a little more time. But I'm appealing to you, Mr. President, as a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat, someone who would sooner have his wisdom teeth pulled without anesthesia before ever voting for this incarnation of the GOP again. Please consider taking a cognitive test and to reassure the American people that you can do this. Because you really need to convince us that you can do this. I say this as someone who initially supported Julian Castro in 2020 and then Amy Klobuchar before reluctantly but firmly supporting you in the primary. For now, I'm still in your camp. But please, Mr. President, you need to understand. You're in a really dire place here. And you need to convince people that you are the one to finish the job. That is all.